Hey guys, it's Briggs. So I am going to do a video today about embodiment. I have been streaming a couple of videos, and thank you to all of you that have liked and commented. One of the comments was, what does embodiment look like to you? So today's video is really just discussing what that is. Please know that you guys are welcome to take what resonates, leave the rest. I think at this time in history and humanity, it is important that the way showers and guides and teachers really communicate to you guys that this is really about you. So what I'm going to share here is my experience of what I understand embodiment to be. Simply put, if we look at the word in itself, embody, it's got to do with the body, and therefore it's our living experience of beingness. It's our living experience of beingness. Another way to describe embodiment at this point in time, especially from a spiritual perspective, is it is really tuning into your multidimensionality, and therefore it is again directly linked and aligned to what is. What are we? Who are we? We are multidimensional beings experiencing a holographic experience here on Earth in our third dimensional existence. So that's another point of embodiment, is experiencing ourselves multidimensionally instead of through a polarity experience. This is important at this point in time, particularly because the forces that be are really inserting the fear or they are inserting, how can I best put this, inserting constructs into the timelines that are affecting our frequency, allowing us points of confusion, and therefore disintegrating our empowered state, putting us in a fear space, and you know, ungrounding and unsettling us. Why this is important in the embodiment space is because what this practice from the darker forces is doing is it is creating polarity. Okay, so I've just said that embodiment is experiencing yourself as multidimensional. All right, but what we are experiencing now on Earth is lots of polarity. All right, so I just want you guys to be aware of that. What is embodiment? At this point in time, it's experiencing yourself as that unity, oneness, the law of one. It is practicing what you preach, being what you say, doing the things that you have learned, experiencing yourself as the whole one unique being connected to source light, and everything that is. That is embodiment. So really another way of putting it is that it is holding a certain frequency. Embodiment is holding a certain frequency. So for those of us out there living a spiritual life, moving through our spiritual practices, attaining, or at least trying to attain, mastery on our path to enlightenment, embodiment is an absolute essential part of your initiation into your ascension timeline matrix. Why? Because without this embodiment practice, we are merely bypassing, all right? Meaning that we can read the books, understand the things from a cognitive perspective. What is not happening is that we are not actually embodying. So we are not entraining to the frequency and the coding that we are receiving. It is merely understood at the cognitive level. The cellular structure as such is still in polarity, is simply put. It's still in polarity. Therefore, it is not aligning to this new crystalline codex, which is our organic structure of oneness, unity, source consciousness, you know, free of distortion, free of this dark sort of matrix. So it's really important to practice what you preach in this process now, especially those of you who are moving through your initiation of embodiment. And please understand that this is a process that will continue from this day forth. And it's beautiful because it allows us to be accountable. It allows us to be responsible, and it asks of us to be in full awareness 100% of the time. I think what is different to, a spiritual practice from the past to something that we are experiencing in this now timeline is the following. In the past, we would have gone to a meditation class or moved through a meditation practice online, whatever the case may be, and for that period of time we would have practiced an awareness practice or a mindfulness practice. All right, and then we would have shut off and gone back to our daily lives, therefore putting on our multiple hats and in essence our egoic hats. Embodiment is the stripping away of that identity and really living and being that which we understand cognitively, as well as that which we feel. All right, that which we feel, that which we know, that which we intuit. So our clear cognizance, that which we know, is in heightened essence and tuned in, and it just is. We can no longer spiritually bypass that which we are perceiving as truth. All right, and remember, perception requires a certain level of discernment, which is all part of our initiations along our ascension matrix and timeline. And you guys need to feel through, how is this feeling to you? Please also understand, be forgiving of yourselves. What will feel right and the information that you may receive at a certain point in time on the linear scale may be different to something you understand and experience at another time. And this is where it gets tricky, because it is asking of you to stand in your authenticity. All right, and to move through those chakra points, clearing your chakras at each time that we raise our vibration to meet a new coding that is, and that allows us to embody the new information, which in essence is the new light, which in essence is a new frequency. So again, we ask ourselves, what is embodiment? It is a living, walking, breathing, thinking, emotional and feeling you. It is you, in essence. You stripped away of the egoic construct that you have created in a time prior to this based on a program. All right, and this is what we are doing. We are clearing ourselves and purging ourselves from these programs. So again, this is a stressful time for most people. What is a beautiful technique for embodiment is breath. Come back to breath. All right, as a medicine teacher and guide, medicine woman, I have used mushrooms for a long time with my clients during this COVID experience. And recently my higher self was very aware of what was about to happen, so I have completed a breathwork practitioner and facilitation program. This is an exceptional method to come back to the body, to embody and to breathe, really moving through healing of the body, releasing trauma instead of running away through experiences, sensory experiences where we are in essence experiencing escapism. All right, so it's really asking you to be present with what you are feeling, breathing and feeling everything and remaining present. So that present moment, again, that present moment is just an expanded present moment to a now timeline. And those of you that are moving through your ascension will have felt that the timelines are falling away. Everything is asking you to be absolutely present and embodied in the time that is now. Okay, breathing through that, centering yourself, grounding, and being in full awareness of your needs at each moment. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Any of you experiencing a bit of stress through this point in time, please feel free to contact me for breathwork sessions. I really enjoy these. They are exceptional. It is an exceptional modality, ancient modality of, who would have thunk, breath. All right. I feel very honored to give this medicine of breath to others and to teach. So please just touch base, please subscribe to this channel, share the information, and if you have any other questions with regards to content or topics that you would like information on with regards to your ascension process, please feel free to comment. Lots of love to you guys. Breathe in, enjoy the new frequencies coming in June, and just breathe. Lots of love. Bye.